Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Canelo Alvarez, he gets a unanimous decision win over a very old, faded Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin, he looked every bit of 40 years old in this fight. Not only did he fight like he was 40 years old, but his physical appearance was also showing his age of 40. When fighters age dramatically, there's two things they normally lose: reflexes and the ability to pull the trigger. You see the openings, but you just can't take advantage of it. And that's what we've seen for the most part when it came to Gennady Golovkin, which is why Canelo Alvarez not being able to knock out Golovkin is surprising. You're fighting against a 40-year-old, very physically faded Triple G, and not only could you not knock him out, but Canelo Alvarez never even hurt him. He never even knocked down Gennady Golovkin. And it's simply because Canelo Alvarez does not have the intelligence to set up the knockout. I mean, it's amazing to think Ryota Ramada actually put on a much more impressive performance against Gennady Golovkin than Canelo Alvarez did. If Canelo would have fought the way Murata fought Golovkin, Canelo would have had a good chance of knocking out Triple G. Sergey Derenyevchenko, he also put on a better performance against Golovkin than Canelo Alvarez did. And just keep in mind, it should have been easier for Canelo to get the knockout over Golovkin than Sergey and Murata, because Canelo was fighting a much older, different version of Triple G. I tell you right now, if all of these guys were naturally in the same weight class, you put Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, David Benavidez, Gervonta Tank Davis, you put all of those guys in the ring with this same Gennady Golovkin, they all stop him hands down. Now, the one thing that happened in this fight that was pretty interesting is in the 9th round, Golovkin actually hurt Canelo. He staggered him slightly with a punch. Canelo started to back up, and that's when Gennady Golovkin started to get aggressive. And the funny thing is, as soon as Golovkin started to let his hands go, he started winning all of the rounds. Almost every round that Golovkin threw punches in, he won those rounds. The only rounds he didn't win was obviously the ones where he wasn't punching at all, which shows you that Canelo Alvarez is still the same flawed fighter. Matter of fact, you look at these two side-by-side clips right here. One is Canelo obviously sparring, and the other one is him fighting against Triple G, and you see he's getting hit with the exact same triple jab. When that sparring footage surfaced of Canelo Alvarez basically getting outboxed in sparring, of course, Canelo Alvarez fans, they defended Canelo, saying, hey man, that's just sparring. Clearly, it's not just sparring. This is who Canelo Alvarez is. These are the flaws that he will always have, which is why it is all downhill for him when it comes to all the other challenges for Canelo in the near future. DAZN was pushing for Canelo to commit to a Bivol rematch, which I thought was pretty interesting, because now, once again, there is no easy fights for Canelo. He's going to most likely have to either take the Bivol rematch, which he will lose, or he's going to have to fight his mandatory David Benavidez, or vacate the belt, or even fight Jamal Charlo, because PBC, they're going to offer Canelo the most money he's ever been offered to take a Charlo fight. And I don't see Canelo winning any of those fights, especially after the way he just looked against a 40-year-old Gennady Golovkin that looked 40 years old. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one. All right, now check this out, guys. If you're looking to repair eczema scars, burns and bruises, dark spots and blemishes, fever blisters, diabetic ulcers, this right here is the perfect product for you guys. It's called Elo Diki Face and Body Oil. Athletes and top-ranking boxers, they're also using it after training to reduce swelling, inflammation, and to ease the pain. So get yours today. Go to elodiki.com, like them on Facebook, and follow them on Instagram. Fellas, I've got some great news for you. If you've lost your hair or have a receding hairline, the time has come when you can finally get your hairline back through a process called scalp micropigmentation. So here's how it works. It's a hair tattoo that replicates the look of your hair follicles when you have fully shaved it down. So to get this hookup, make sure you follow and contact my man Scalp Carolinas on Instagram. Let me tell you guys about Issa Israel Law Firm. It is a full-service legal practice based in Denver, Colorado, an emerging hub for combat sports and high-altitude training. If you're a fighter inside or outside of the ring and you need a law firm you can trust to fight for you, visit thefighterfirm.com or email help@iilawfirm.com. Legal representation is usually limited to plaintiffs or defendants in Colorado, but iFirm can help anyone in the world with trademarking their business name, logos, and U.S. immigration issues. This brother has been my attorney for a while and helped guide me through all kinds of business and civil issues, so make sure you guys go to thefighterfirm.com.